warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine too, thank you. Before we start the study, let's pray together. Please, Gandhi, lead the prayer.
Okay, guys, before we start our lesson, let's pray to the God together. Begin. Finish.
Okay, thank you, Gandhi. And then, who is absent for today?
Is it?
Why he is absent?
He is sick.
Okay, if it's 6. Okay. Then, before we enter the materials, I want you to look at this. What is something that using simple past tense, using verb to, and then they begin with the day before yesterday, he hated all men, once upon a time. Anybody knows?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, I will tell you. This is narrative text. So today we will learn about narrative text, especially retelling or narrating a story. I want you to look at this. Before we study about narrating a story, we have to know what is narrative text. Narrative text is a story with a complication or problematic event, and it tries to find the resolution to solve the problem. An important part of narrative text is the narrative mode, the set of methods used to communicate the narrative through a process narration. Social function to amuse, entertain, and to deal with actual or vicarious experience in different ways. Narrative deal with problematic events which lead to crisis or turning point of some kind, which in turn finds a resolution. And then we will talk about structure of the text. The narrative text has orientation. It is about the opening paragraph where the character of the story are introduced, and then have complication where the problem in the story develop, and then resolution where the problems in the story is solved, and also have coda, but this is an optional. The coda is contains reorientation or lesson from the story. And then we move to the next matters. And then the characteristic or linguistic features in narrative text using past tense, kill, drunk, and the others. Also using adverb of time, once upon a time, one day, the day before its day, and also has time conjunction, when, then, suddenly, and the others. Specific characters. The characters of the story is specific, not general, just like Cinderella, Snow White, Alibaba, and the other. And then using action verbs. A verb that shows an action, kill, dug, and walk. And direct speech. It is to make the story lively, just like when Snow White say, "My name is Snow White." And the direct speech use the present tense. And then, so far, anybody has questions?
No, sir.
Okay, then I have a story for you. This is the story. Okay, thank you. And then, please, somebody read the story. Yes, Gandhi. Please read it.
Once upon a time, there were two close friends who were walking through the forest together. They knew that anything dangerous can happen anytime in the forest, so they promised each other that they would always be together in any case of danger. Suddenly, they saw a large bear getting closer toward them. One of them climbed a nearby tree at once, but unfortunately, the other one did not know how to climb up the tree. So being led by his common sense, he lay down on the ground, breathless, and pretended to be a dead man. The bear came near the one who was lying on the ground. It smells in his ears, and slowly left the place because the bears did not want to touch the dead creature. After that, the friend on the tree came down and asked his friend that was on the ground, "Friend, what did the bear whisper into your ears?" The other friend replied, "This no bear advised me to not believe a false friend."
Okay, based on the text that you have read, what happened in that time?
two close friends encounter a bear
Okay, and then where they encounter the bear?
at the forest. The forester.
Okay, good. You're right. And then anybody has question?
No, sir.
Okay, and then we move to next activity. The next activity is exercise. An exercise. The exercise is retelling a story. The story I have in this paper, and then I will give it to you, and then you tell it with your own words. Yeah. Is it 2 minutes is enough?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please do it by now. Have you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please, Sandy, retelling the story.
Okay. An old man was very lonely because he lost his wife. One day he decided to buy a pet, and it's a parrot. In the next morning he is going to bird seller. The bird seller give him an option of so many parrots. There is a parrot can ask for a drink. Another parrot can ask for a meal. But an old man getting interested to a silent parrot. Then the old man asked the parrot why he is silent. The parrot answered that he is thinking more than the other parrot. What a wise bird, old man think. And then he brought the parrot home. Every day after that, the old man trying to teach his bird how to do another things, but the parrot only repeat a sentence, I think more. And then the old man angrily say that the parrot is a fool, and he is a bigger fool to believe that the parrot is clever and wise just because it thinks more.
Okay, thank you, Sandy. Please give applause. Okay, so the story is about an old man who brought pets to cure his loneliness because he has lost the wife, but he also disappointed because he's too much putting trust into a bird. So, and then we're moving to the next activity. The next activity is a games.
Yay.
The games is ghost stories. But first, I want to tell you: do you believe in ghosts?
No, sir.
Okay, I will. But before that, I want you to divide it into 2 groups. All of you, and each group, please use these headbands. Okay, thank you. And also, I will use it. Then, every group I will give a text. That this is a text. But the text is incomplete, and you have to make an chilling ending. So can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, please do it. Maybe 2 minutes is enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Please do it by now. Are you done?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please return to me the endings. Now that I have the ending of your stories, but the next thing is I will give you the opposite group endings, and you have to guess what is happened before the ending. This is the ending. Okay. So anybody want to answer? Okay, Sandy, please.
The answer is all I could see were 2 humongous feet. They were almost completely flat, and their toes were burning red. They were ashes glowing in the dark. The nose stopped. I started crying. I was scared. Remember after that I pulled my arm. I will never be able to write again.
Okay, that's good. So the title of the text is "Scream in the Forest." That's good, Sandy. Please give it up. Now we will have another exercise, but this is an evaluation and do it individually. Then behind of that deck in that text is a story again, and please retelling by your own word. Can you tell it in 2 minutes again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Please do it by now. Okay, are you done?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Please, Gandhi, turn.
Yeah,
your
okay,
way.
sir. Son of countryman stepped on a snake tail, and the snake turned his head and then bite the boy. And the boy died. Full of anger, the father take his axe and then swing it to the snake. The snake evaded the fatal blow, but lost its tail. Also full of anger, the snake bite the man's cattle. The cattle died. The man thought that it's better to make it up with the snake. And the man bring food and honey to snake layer and said, "Let's forget and forgive. Maybe it's your right to punish my son and take vengeance to my cattle. Can we be friends?" asked the man. The snake declined the offer and told the man to take away his gift because the man cannot forget the death of his son and the snake cannot forget the loss of its tail.
Okay, thank you, Gandhi. That story is about a man and a snake. Okay, thank you, Gandhi. Please give applause again. Then we has come to the end of the study. But first, before, what we have learned for today.
About narrative
Narrative
text.
Okay, that's good. We learned about narrative text, but to be exact, it is narrating a story. Anybody has a question so far?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you. But before we ending the study, I have a homework for you. The homework is please searching for a narrative story and tell it to your friends in the front of the class for the next meeting. Can you do that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you. And then, yeah, we come to an end. Thank you for attending my class. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Forgot that I have a reward for someone who participating in our games. Please, this is for you, and this is for you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you.